There is a disturbing truth buried beneath the noise of dating coaches, pickup tricks, and fake confidence hacks. A truth so ancient, so quietly powerful, that when understood will not only draw women toward you like gravity itself, but will reforge your entire soul. It is not a line, not a trick, not a game. It is the death of neediness, the resurrection of your inner God. This isn't seduction. This is Stoicism. Let them chase you, not because you sought them, but because you ceased needing anything from anyone. Stoic philosophy and the path to inner power. We have been lied to. Modern society tells us that women want the man who talks the loudest, spends the most, or pretends the best. But the ancient Stoics, those who walked through war, exile, betrayal, and the silence of their own suffering, knew a deeper truth. Women do not chase the loud, they are drawn to the centered, the still, the self-governed. When you become unshakable, you become irresistible, not because you're trying, but because you have become rare. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. And nothing lies more outside your control than the validation of others." When you abandon the need for external approval, including the approval of women, you gain a power that most men never touch. We are not here to manipulate others. We are here to master ourselves. Desire is the chain. Indifference is freedom. Desire makes you weak, not because wanting is evil, but because uncontrolled desire turns you into a slave. The Stoics called this path destructive passions. Lust, envy, desperation, these are not signs of love. They are signs of inner decay. And a man ruled by these will always repel what he seeks. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, commander of armies, and Stoic warrior of the soul, wrote in his Meditations, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Notice, he does not say to be loved, but to love. To act, not to be acted upon. That is power. When you stop chasing love, attention, or affection, and instead chase excellence, virtue, and discipline, you become a flame that draws others, without ever flickering for their approval. Stillness is magnetic. We live in a frantic age. Men run in circles trying to be seen, heard, and adored. But the Stoic man does not run. He stands still. Why? Because the storm is not outside of him. It is within. When you extinguish that storm, when you calm your mind, govern your emotions, and become the master of your impulses, you radiate a quiet confidence that women instinctively recognize. You become rare, and the rare are always pursued. Seneca, one of the great Stoic minds, wrote, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Your heartbreaks, your rejection, your loneliness, these are not curses, they are friction, the fire through which your soul is sharpened. If you have suffered, good. Let it forge you, let it carve away everything unnecessary until only the essential man remains. True confidence, the death of need. Here's the truth no one wants to hear. Confidence isn't walking into a room thinking you're better than everyone. Confidence is walking into a room and not needing to compare at all. That is the Stoic way. The man who needs nothing becomes everything. And this terrifies the world, because they cannot control the man who refuses to be ruled by his desires. This is not detachment, this is liberation. The research confirms what the Stoics knew. Women are biologically and psychologically drawn to emotionally resilient men. Men who can be calm in chaos, steady under pressure, and joyful without needing constant reassurance. Not cold, not indifferent, but inwardly rooted. Modern science uses terms like secure attachment style and emotional regulation. The Stoics simply called it virtue. Eros and logos, balancing passion with reason. Understand this, the Stoic does not hate passion, but he disciplines it. There is room for romance, for love, for sex, for fire, but only when these flames serve your reason, not consume it. As the Stoic philosopher Heracles taught, all relationships are concentric circles of care, but you must start at the center, the self. You cannot give love healthily until you are whole, and you cannot be whole until your logos, your reason, guides your actions. Do not fall into lust, rise into love, but only as a free man, not a beggar. The magnetic power of purpose. The Stoic is a man on a mission. And here's the paradox. When you devote yourself to something greater than seduction, you become the most seductive man alive. Your purpose, your discipline, your craft, your code, that is what makes women feel safe in your presence. Not your words, not your looks, but your direction. Purpose is masculine energy incarnate. It tells the world, I know where I am going, follow or step aside. Women chase the man who moves toward destiny, not the man who waits to be chosen. Emotional control, the core of attraction. A man who cannot control his emotions is like a city without walls, easily conquered, quickly abandoned. The Stoics were not emotionless. They were emotionally sovereign. They felt, but they chose how to respond. When you stop reacting like a wounded child and start responding like a wise king, everything changes. Your energy shifts. You become harder to provoke, easier to trust. This energy doesn't beg, it invites. It doesn't cling, it stands. It doesn't chase, it creates space and lets her walk into it. So, what is the shocking truth that makes 95.7% of women chase you? It's this. You must become the man who no longer chases. You must die to your need for approval, kill your dependency on attention, and resurrect a version of yourself that is deeply whole, relentlessly disciplined and wildly free. You must become Stoic, not in name but in essence. And in doing so, the world, including women, will begin to respond to you in ways you never thought possible. Not because you need them to, but because you no longer do. Remember, brothers, he who is brave is free. Seneca. We are not here to manipulate, we are here to evolve. We are not here to be worshipped, we are here to serve virtue. And we are not here to win others, we are here to win ourselves. When we do this, when we truly walk the path of the Stoic, not just in theory but in blood and action, we do not chase anything. We become what is chased, not by all, but by the rare ones who see the rare flame. Now go, build discipline, seek stillness, kill your ego, master your emotions, and let them come.